I've been seeing online lately people coming and saying things about how buying into real estate, buy your own home is not really an investment, that it's better for you to build homes, build houses back in your home country. For me, that would be Nigeria. I need to debunk that. I don't know whatever that experience is that has given them that, but that is far from the truth. So, yes, I'm not a real estate guru. I'm not claiming to be an expert in this field, but based on my little experiences, buying a house will always be a win-win for you. Because if you're not paying your own mortgage, you're going to be helping somebody else pay their mortgage. What do I mean? The housing market, yes, it is expensive, but the country has made it okay for you to be able to put in a little down payment and pay the rest over time. These payments called mortgage, you can use as a tax deduction. Aside from that, if you're not paying your mortgage, you're going to be paying rent. And then when you do pay rent, your rent is not tax deductible. So either you buy a house and you are paying your rent, your mortgage, I mean, which is going to remain the same if you don't refinance your house, is going to be remain the same. You're going to get comfortable with it over time. Your income is going to be going up, even if it's just the standard of living increase that you have. Meaning you're going to get more comfortable with paying your mortgage at that same rate. But when you're renting, the landlord gets to increase your rent every year. Or if you move, your rent is going to increase. At this day and age, the difference between rent amount and your mortgage amount is not even that great. So why not buy your own house? That way you know that it is yours. Of course, you're going to need to do some maintenance on the property every now and then. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to know that it is yours. You have the deductibles. Most of the time, you have more rooms for you and your household to use. And your house over time builds equity. Okay, your house over time build equity. This equity, if you then decide that, okay, for in my case from Nigeria, that I do want to go back to Nigeria and own a house, I get to take some of the equity on my house and go to Nigeria and buy a house. Now, telling you from a personal example, which is why I've been shying away from telling anybody if to build a house in your country or not. I did build a house in Nigeria, but I can tell you for a fact that whatever money that was invested there is not making me any money. As a matter of fact, we are using dollar here to go back home to maintain the house in Nigeria. The amount of rent you're getting there doesn't make sense. And the appreciation on the house, even if it appreciates, when we built the house, maybe dollar rate will be maybe 900, 800 to a dollar. Right now, the average dollar rate is 1,500. Are you telling me that that house has appreciated to that amount? And if you're going to sell the house and then convert it to the dollar, which is what I'm spending here, because this is where I live, how much profit am I gaining from that? But if you own a house where you live, that elevates you helping other people pay their mortgage. And that is your investment that you can cash out from when you do sell it. Because again, housing market goes up regardless. Over time, it goes up. So yeah, there might be issues, maybe like the 2008 and 9, where the market went down. But if you hold on to it, the prices will go back up. Please don't follow all these people on social media telling you that you're better off building a house in Nigeria because it's only going to take you 2 years to build it. At the end of the day, how many of us are actually going back to Nigeria to go live there permanently? The number is less than you can imagine. So build a house in your domicile country. Why are you planning to go to another country to build a house and then somebody else is living there for you? And then when you need to do maintenance, you still have to cough out money out of your money to go fix the house that is supposed to be an investment. Please, let's be wise. I know in this day of social media, everybody comes, turn on the light, tell everybody what it is that they think you want to hear, but do your due diligence before you make any of these decisions. And please, own a house in the country where you reside in is the best decision that you could ever make. And mortgage, yes, it could be tough, but it's not the worst thing that can happen because if you're not paying your mortgage, you're helping somebody else pay their mortgage. in form of rent. So next time, this is Bola Agondekbe on Money Matters, and I'll come across you and tell you any other tips that I think might be useful to you.